All right, we go. What?
Yeah, that looks fine. What do you mean?
Yo, how did?
Yo, how did Nrew's name get
Keep it
rotated?
like that.
What?
I was saying keep it like that.
Yeah, you see, for those who are very big brain, that spells wyvern, right?
How did I change the text? Okay, whatever. All right, I'm leaving you like that for the duration of this, I guess. All right. All right, we're just gonna get started. Screw the intros. You guys can have your outros later, I guess. And whatnot. All right. Topic 1. Let's talk about ML Charles first. We're just gonna talk about this like a YOLO troll. Anyways, ML Charles, thoughts, skills, animation.
It was made for you, the cleaver, and for all these guys that were inspired to be cleavers. And his animation looked like shit.
I'll be honest, his character design is cool. His animation, I will say that his S3 animation has something to be desired.
Okay, so
Dude, you can't even make out what the
animation?
helicopter is supposed to be. I don't even know what is left to be desired. You just don't know what the heck he's doing. It's like as though they just kind of cut a frame off and we don't know what the heck is going on anymore. It's like skipping an episode in anime. It's like, what happened?
Oh, his animation.
Well,
makes no
like
sense.
literally, what happened in his animation? I just don't know what the heck is going on.
hear me out. First time I watched it, I thought he grabbed like some cage and threw them in. Okay,
I thought he grabbed the cube.
I didn't know he got into a helicopter and just like jumped out of it.
Yeah, it's a slightly a weird one. Okay, skill wise though, like so. Aside from that, do you feel like he has usage outside of a cleaver team comp? Because my first thought when I saw him is like a cleaver team comp. Yeah.
Cleave instantly. It's just
Yeah. That's what I first thought. Okay. And I'm gonna speed through ML Charles because I think most people are waiting for other stuff. Do you feel like he's a must pull?
No.
No.
All right.
Of course,
Huh?
Oh my god.
bro. All right. Here's the thing about ML Charles. If you're not pulling every single Mystic ML 5-star in the game, you're missing out on all those future buffs. What if he gets the carrot treatment?
You know, Vinny, you make a great point.
You know,
Just
I'll wait until they buff ML Choleric first before I say anything.
True.
I'm not gonna be living these false hopes and dreams only to know that I'm gonna get shafted later.
All right, screw
Like,
ML Charles.
You guys have to know, I pitied my boy, Choleric.
Wait,
Let
did
him
you
be
actually?
buffer.
You went to pity for him?
Nope. I just wanted to put. I pity him because then I chose that I want what is it, Kawazu. I want a Kawazu so bad that I just pitied anyway because then I was at the pity. So I pitied him.
Wait.
With no choice.
Wait, what does ML Cowrick do again? I forget.
I don't know.
He's doing it.
He cleanses and attack
Oh yeah, he
buffs?
sits on the bench. Yeah,
Cleanse,
that's
attack
what it
buff,
is.
Yeah,
and
he's in the bench.
immunity. Ah,
See?
okay.
No. Just pull for Emilio.
All right, let's go for the second thing. All right, let's talk about collab. Rem, Emilia. We'll add in Ram afterwards, but Rem and Emilia first. Let's start with Rem. Her skill kit. What do you guys think about her? Usage wise. Actually, what is your thoughts first on the fact that we have 2 ice limiteds?
No comment. Sure. I mean, it's like
The carrot effect?
Okay, well, I mean, it's like fuck carrot. That's basically it, right? Like,
It
that
actually
wasn't really
does.
my first thought. I wasn't even thinking about like what element they were. I was just like, I kind of knew that they were gonna be ice element in the beginning anyway. I'm like, hey, look, Rem is blue, and then you get to like Emilia. I don't know what she's gonna be.
Yeah.
Mage, Soul Weaver, something like that. I wasn't really surprised that whatever came out for her was like the way that it was shown, I guess.
Alright, hear me out. These 2 ice units are just a shadow buff to green violet, okay? You can't tell me I'm wrong.
I think the fact that
I
that they're both ice is just they have a preference for ice units. Because like they had SSB, they had Cerise, and they had Dien. And then the only other two limiteds were like what? Landy? And no, it's just Landy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's just a preference thing. F10 was also ice too, so
Yeah, what about Soul Bad Guy? My boy Soul. Right. Although he wasn't summonable. Is there only fire limited?
no, Elfelt.
Oh yeah, she exists.
Okay. Damn. Sad, but right, Holiday Euphine also technically. Yeah.
Oh
She's
yeah.
not-
I think
she's not a
majority of
collab,
the
but
limiteds
she is a limited
or
still.
collabs have been ice.
And you
Yeah.
know, with Carrot, all these units have gone under the radar, sadly. Except for Alpha. I forget she's widely used within KD's 13 teams. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. Our fire limiteds are pretty ass.
Yes.
Wait, but what about Hofine? Hofine
Okay.
is
Oh no, okay. So sorry. Without her buff, before she got buffed, her usage was very limited.
Wait, Hofine got buffed?
yeah, she has like a MLDB passive, I think.
I thought she always had that. What do you mean?
She always did, but they buffed it. They buffed it, so it's like a higher chance now. Like what,
Damn.
70% or something to miss on her on first turn?
Only if she's at full health.
Yeah.
So like originally it was 50% at full health.
Yeah. All right. So, but aside from that, like, okay, what are the thoughts on Rem? Like, as a unit itself.
Triple loss.
I think out of the entire collab, you're gonna have to pull her.
True.
I think she's one of the units that may pop up very strongly within the RTA meta, as her kit supplies a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, if you're choosing between Amelia and Rem, and that's all you can afford, if you're free to play per se, then I would honestly still
Your
go with
waifu.
Rem.
Just pick the waifu, man. That's subjective, dude. Just pick the waifu. Pick whichever one you prefer. I think both of them have merit to like where they belong. One gives attack buff, one gives like a lot of damage. If you need a solution to like, I don't know, RB, or if you want to be like one of those Omega aggro players, you can play Rem. Rem looks like she's gonna be like one of those units that you can probably play in like multiple different positions. I have no clue how people are gonna be building her. Maybe she'll be a lifesteal. Maybe she could be on counter because then there's synergy within her counter. And then there's also like maybe some people could run her on speed set with high damage. I have no clue how she's gonna be built. Right?
That's fair. She does seem
It's
like
like-
she can be a little flexible because her skill kit feels really useful in itself, in a sense.
Mhm.
I think the
you know-
play is injury set.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause, like, all right, because hear me out. She's gonna be AoEing so often, and she can't even be controlled.
I'm gonna get PTSD about this hear me out because every time I hear someone say hear me out now, I'm just gonna naturally think it's a horrible idea.
It's an MLM, dude.
So I would never alarm anybody. Here.
Where did you pick up this hear me out from?
Yo, my boy Vinny always speaks truth, okay?
Alright,
Like, if you were to
alright.
pair Rem with ML Kawazu, right? Someone AoEs, boom. You just cleanse and then you push up.
Bro,
And then you
here's the
just kill
thing.
you.
So what you do is you have Rem with Ascart and G-Perg,
Oh.
so that when you dodge, you're getting like 28% CR boost as well on top of all that.
Yo,
and you're gonna
chat.
dodge, so you're not gonna take damage.
Yo,
So you
chat.
can build Rem, Glass Cannon, and Injury set, so that you just wipe out the entire team.
Any other two people from chat want to join the podcast instead? I'm looking for two replacements right now.
What the?
Okay. Real talk though. Okay, so Rem itself, aside from obviously usage in like PvP standpoints, like, or like, I guess like, what other teams would you like use her with, and what other instances?
I mean, I think she has like in terms of Rem though, like the condition for her to get her most standout buff is like it's like that demon thing, right? Like
Yeah.
you need to secure a kill for you to activate that. And so if you're taking her in a non-aggro comp, you're not going to be able to readily secure that buff for her.
Yeah, if she's in a non-aggro comp, kind of anything, because you're relying on way too much at that point. It takes way too long for her to actually have much heavier presence, even though she gets 50% CR on her S3. But, you know, if you're playing all knights and per se she's your only DPS, it's not it.
Mm-hmm. I feel like one of the things though is like with like you could like okay, so I guess the biggest part is for skill 2. I feel like the when somebody dies part is more like a bonus. Like if I ignore that itself, the rest of her skill kit is still like it's still really good, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if like sometimes I feel like if you could just ignore that and just use her as in like even still in like a bruiser or a slower team, regardless of without that. I don't know.
If you disregard her passive, right, her S1 is presumably a Alencia S1, right, where you have a defense break on your two turns, right, and you can soul burn it to increase chance. So you do get that kind of viability, especially with, say, other units if you pair her in your speed tunings.
Yeah, but like Chad is currently saying right now is that she needs her buff in order to actually do that though. Without her
Yeah.
demon mode,
Yeah, I
you
guess
say,
that's
like,
true.
even though we say like demon mode isn't really important, it's the entire idea about demon mode is literally it gives her ignore effect res and immunity, right?
Yeah.
And then it also enhances like her S1, which allows her to do a double attack. Without her buff itself, it feels really, really bad to actually use her, I feel.
I guess
At
yeah,
that
that's
point,
true.
At that point, I think using a different damage dealer would probably be a little bit more viable, right? So in a lot of circumstances, I feel you're gonna be using Rem into like aggro or like with aggro or with cleave or something like that, where something is actually gonna die very, very fast. You're probably not gonna. I don't think you're gonna be using her in any position where you want to be using her in Soul Weavers. I think because I I don't think the match like she's gonna do it. She's not gonna do anything. Yeah.
It's gonna be more like I guess you're using her more in a team like whether it's either you kill them or they kill you kind of teams, not like Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Okay.
By the way, a lot of people are saying that she counters Fire Charlotte. I wouldn't put that up there.
I don't. Yeah.
She doesn't really do necessarily burst damage. She only has her counterattack, which is
Yeah. I mean, depends on her scaling, I guess, but I don't see her like countering Charlotte by any means. It's not like she doesn't apply in bubble. It's not like you can stop Charlotte's counters or her.
The reason why they're
buffs.
saying it is because she decreases buff durations for one turn. However, I don't know the interaction per se. Like, say Charlotte hasn't procced her buffs yet, right? And she will counter them. But because I think they mean in the regard of when she gets her buffs, it will decrease it immediately and make Charlotte not have buffs for her next turn. But until I see the interaction or read more upon the wording, I cannot definitively say that she's actually a true counter.
She doesn't gain a buff every time she gets hit. It's actually once per turn. So once Charlotte loses her buff that one specific turn, she doesn't get it again if you hit her again. So no, that is wrong, Retro. It is once per turn. It can only activate once per turn.
That might be I guess that might actually be true then if I guess yeah. Once you have the with the Iron Strike, if you can actually land that, it feels very like it's not like a very reliable counter. To be honest, though, it's not like.
I mean, if you're relying on that to counter Charlotte,
Yeah.
you're kind of copium.
I think it's just
True.
we still have to face the reality that if she doesn't have her buff, it just feels bad. Right?
Mhm.
If she doesn't have demon mode on, it just feels really, really bad.
Yeah.
And let's say, for example, if she really doesn't pop off, right? She doesn't pop off very much. It could be end up being a fight where the rest of your team ends up dying, and then Rem will be the last unit left. And do I really think Rem is gonna 1v4? I don't know. The chances are maybe, maybe not. It could be.
I feel like
But
it's unlikely.
At the same time, like, you know, does she look like she could be like a 1v4 unit?
Yeah.
She
No,
in
I don't
itself
think so.
doesn't really have like mitigation for herself, right? Unlike a lot of the other units like Robbie or like Charlotte, these 1v4 units, they actually have their own way to actually defend themselves. For
Yeah.
one, like what Charlotte gets combat readiness boost and defense buff, and then Robbie also got combat readiness boost, and then if she counters, she just basically full heals. So there's a lot of things, and of course, like we can expect like great things from Rem. I wouldn't say so like myself,
Mm-hmm.
but like if we're gonna be depending on the idea that she's gonna do something, you're gonna have to like put her into a team that can actually kill something at all. Otherwise, if we're expecting her to just play turn 2 or maybe even counter something like Charlotte, I don't think it's gonna be a guarantee that your Rem's gonna do anything, especially unless you're killing them in the first place. And if someone's probably playing Charlotte, I'm expecting that the rest of her team is also gonna be an entire team of Knights.
Yeah,
Right.
so if someone brings like LRK, she's gonna just feed the LRK. That's what I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really, really scary to play Rem, I feel. Especially if you're playing her into like an entire team of Knights. It's like, are you expecting to kill them or are they gonna kill you first? What
Yeah, your
happens?
team would have to be really aggro then in that case to make use of Rem.
You kind of have to, anyways. Her demon mode has a 5-turn cooldown. Like after you proc it once, your chances are you're never procking it again.
Yup.
That's
Yep,
true.
over.
Yeah. That's true. With that long cooldown, yeah.
Yeah, but what is that artifact? I'm really liking the artifact. I'm not gonna lie to you.
On Rem? Or Amelia?
Just her artifact as her comment.
Oh,
Because
like the
it's kinda-
combat readiness thing? That's
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
It may be. I'm trying to think of a warrior people use in Cleave other than straws. Because if you put that on straws, right, that could be really helpful. Say for
I think
Cleave.
like on Sermia would be pretty lit.
True.
Sermia can like almost secure a kill on anything if you're running like a speed Sermia.
Is it?
Well, I mean, Vinny, the thing says when someone dies, increase combat readiness as caster, right? So
Yeah.
I personally would rather have my like a straws just get pushed up after, say, a Pavlik or Cdom. And then you just kind of win.
I'm imagining this like super cheese comp where like you go like speed Sermia, Soulburn S3, get a kill, lap up, Soulburn S3 again, get another kill because like her E resets herself.
Yeah, a lot of units are actually just gonna pop off for this artifact. I feel actually.
Is it really? But are we really gonna be using it over things like Hellcutter or like Sigurd? So like in a lot of cases, like I could see it on like maybe a one shot like Strays for sure, but that's like I can't really see it in the rest.
Like some people are mentioning LQC, which I can definitely see people running a fast LQC with a lot of attack, right, for a huge AOE splash.
But does LQC really benefit from having another turn being rotated?
Well, depending on how you're utilizing it, possibly yes. But for the most part, on how people have drafted in LQC for the past couple seasons, not really.
Mm-hmm.
Because people usually went a bruiser route where they focus on high bulk, mid speed, or mid to low speed, and decent crit damage with the crit attack.
I think it's gonna be one of those Omega cheeky artifacts. It sounds or feels really similar to that of like Knowledge Seed or something. It's like, okay, maybe I take advantage of his turn or something, or maybe I get like really dank ass buffs.
I
But
don't
I
want to
don't
talk
know
about
if there's
knowledge
gonna.
seeds.
I'm not exactly sure if there's gonna be like a unit in particular though that can actually utilize it very very well. Because at the end of the day, even for strays, I feel like even strays would want like a damage artifact.
Yeah, that's the
Like
thing. Like,
nowadays, right? Like you would want him to be on symbol, portrait, or like kind of whatever there, or even Draco plate. But I don't know if you're gonna actually be using something like this in order to actually get like another extra turn, or even be able to actually cut. You feel me?
I think something like this could have been really good on like a thief or
Mhm.
like a ranger, but it's kind of unfortunate that it's a warrior exclusive.
Yeah, warriors are a
Yeah.
little bit weird. They're a little bit janky.
I think the worst part is like, there's no way you prioritize this over a damage artifact because like, it also goes into. I guess it kind of goes with Rem itself. It's like, if you're going to get to a point where you need someone to die to gain something, you're probably gonna be snowballing already at that point. I don't know. I feel like I just rather use a damage artifact. Anyways.
Now,
Yeah.
Amelia's artifact.
Oh,
Now that
okay.
one's quite the juice.
Okay, I have to talk about that though. I have some issues with it though, I feel like.
How? Why?
What? Why?
The biggest thing about that I feel like is that there is the requirement for her artifact is that when an ally's health is 50% or less after being attacked. So like you either A have to get bursted down to 50% from like full health or something, or if you're like, I mean, if you're above 50, I guess. Or if you end up like it'll be good for certain people, but I still feel like I guess I'd be happier if there was no requirement for that. Like I feel like when you have to go down 50%, it gets, maybe it's because of my playstyle. Like with a lot of my characters, they're not like, I don't play like super tanky, so like it's a little scarier for me when I think about using it. But then if like, let's say, what's a good example? Like let's say
like if we're gonna put it like this way, right? I feel like in your playstyle, of course, but let's say for example, if someone decides to play a very Degen playstyle, and then you're putting into a position where one of your units are gonna get bursted down. It could be Landy, it could be Carrot. You could think about practically anything or whatever is meta as of right now, right? If one of those units end up getting very, very low, especially when they are the prime target, or let's say, for example, if they get like Crow Horse and other stuff, and then you have Armin, I feel like there's like a lot of ways you could probably use it. Like there are a lot, like when I say it like this, is like there are certain soul weavers out there that has the lack of ability to actually heal like every other turn. And we actually see this quite a bit. It's not a particularly like a DN or anything else. It could be things like, you know, let's say for example you play something like Ruel, right? Ruel, people used to use like Touch of Rekos in order to make up for her lack of like her long cooldowns and other stuff. So Ruel might seem to be a really, really nice unit to actually use for this healing. Or let's say for example, we have like other units such as like Elena, for example. If Elena could be rotating a lot, she has like two ways that she could actually heal her S2 or her S2 or either the artifact. I feel like just because this thing is basically like a stat boost, and also the fact that it's an artifact that you don't need to activate a skill on, and it just can proc every other turn. Let's say, for example, if one of your specific units end up getting focused, it could be a very big problem, especially if the enemy has like no other way to actually kill them in the first place, right? So if I play against aggro and they can't kill this unit and they already use all their cooldowns, they're basically kind of screwed. And like if you couldn't kill like a specific unit, like a Carrot or a Landy immediately, right?
Yeah.
That basically means these units will basically keep on ramping up because then you can't do shit. And that's the biggest problem.
I think
right?
the worry is though, like, so I'm guessing the activate once per turn is on the healer itself, right? So my worry is like most soul weavers aren't super fast. Would it be worth using this over, let's say, something like Rod, which like
the thing about Rod though, like you have to be able to use your skills in order to trigger Rod, right? And not many healers also have like a low enough cooldown.
I guess depends on who, right? Because it's like, I guess my issue is like, I don't know if I'd ever use this over like Rod or Celestine, stuff like that, depending on different people. Because like those I can activate, I know I can activate on my turn. This has the conditional effect of like activating when I get hit and damaged.
I mean, I think it's conditional though, because if you're thinking like of bringing this artifact and a healer into like an aggro comp, right? Where like their entire gimmick is to try to burst you down quickly. Having one key unit live with that 20% heal is already you winning the game. So like say for example, someone tries to like focus down your SSB or something like that, right? And then all of a sudden your SSB's healed like 6k health. And then you have to spend more time on that, or let you just fail to get the kill anymore. Then that person just got a free win.
Okay, I
So
guess
I
that's
think
fair.
it's
Yeah,
conditional depending on like the Soul Weaver and the draft. You're taking the particular.
I guess it's
Soul Weaver
true.
with this.
Also, if you pair that with someone who can already kind of heal well.
Yeah, like exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. That. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. I can see that. That's true. That's true. That's true. I just see something in chat though. The other thing is, I guess the other part that I would be worried / curious about is what happens if an AoE happens and multiple units drop below 50. That's something I'd want to see.
I'm guessing that it's gonna hit the lowest unit.
Just the lowest, whoever's in the lowest HP.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's probably to be expected. To be
I
actually,
mean,
Also, you're gonna run Amelia slow.
that's
no.
true. With her skills, you probably don't want to run her like
Nobody
too
in
slow.
their right mind is gonna run her slow.
Mhm.
Like you're gonna run her like a DN like 240, 250.
Or they could just be making her a counter and just say fuck it.
Those are the Degens I don't talk to.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. There's a lot of Banshee gamers though. I'm not gonna lie. There's been like an influx like of Banshee gamers that just like appeared
Relax,
out of
dude.
nowhere. Everyone's
I'm calling us
counter.
out. Hey, I'm a lifesteal gamer. Have you not seen my 245 T-Cern? Relax, she's on lifesteal.
Okay. Lifesteal gamer, I respect. Yeah. Counter gamer.
Yeah, I'm a lifesteal gamer, dude. But then all I get is like, not
Like,
that.
all right, here's the thing. Even if you're on Banshee, you shouldn't be slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be running a 250 counter made.
Huh?
Keep telling me so.
Wait. So you're telling me you have a 250 counter made, Vinny?
I'm saying that we should be running a 250 counter made.
But that means you have one.
Just chill. Just chill. Okay? All right.
Yo, you heard it here, chat. Yo, go hit Vinny with that 250. Yeah, tell him to show you his 250 counter made. Yeah, here. Okay. Aside from that, okay. Sorry, we kind of skipped over Amelia's skill kit itself since we jumped to the artifact. But Amelia's skill kit itself, what do you guys feel about that?
I think she's great. I think she's kind of like an alternative to DN, where she can be a very, very fast setup for a lot of your middle speed DPS.
Mm.
And she has the benefit of like kind of dispelling a lot of buffs and increasing CR as well. So
She just feels like a more offensive Momo is what I'm looking at right now.
I felt she was like, I felt she was like a
Yeah.
aggro Destina.
She is an aggro Destina. That's the easiest way to put her.
That's what it felt like. But yeah, she does look pretty decent to be honest. Like the fact that not only cleanses heals, but she also gives attack buff. I think it's like a nice change on like a Soul Weaver. It's kind of like we don't have many aggro Soul Weavers. Like,
Yeah, we do. Make Chloe.
okay, well, okay, we with a buff, I guess recently we got an extra one, but
It's Angelica.
oh, that's
Or
true.
DN could be offensive.
Angelica gonna be one.
That's true. Angelica.
DJB.
Oh, sorry, who?
Nani?
I always forget about Angelica because I use her for Wyvern 13, and that's just what I leave her at. I don't use her much in PvP actually.
Angelica is pretty good at getting rid of like tanky comps, like constantly pulling like a Landy or like
Yeah,
NAD.
constantly with that dual attack because she's gonna be fast too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's fair. Do you guys have any thoughts about Ram?
Who?
Yeah, she looks like a good Ice Expedition unit.
Oh yeah. I think they just
Ah.
built her just for Expo level 4s are coming out eventually, right?
Dude,
so
that-
I presume that this is just that.
That artifact legit screamed PvE. Also, that's the worst part. It had like the PvE requirements of elite or boss monster. I was like, that's like hardcore like set that artifact for like just expeditions or something. It's like
Okay,
small
but hear
game was
me
like
out.
oh god.
There is a world where she is good in PvP, and the reason I say this is because of her skill 2. Her skill 2 reduces the effect of decreased combat readiness debuffs by like 100% when it's fully moloed, right?
On the caster.
On the caster. So that means she can't be pushed back by Bazaar.
And
then she'll S3
and
decrease defense. Bro, I don't have to spell everything out, and then you
but
just
your
counter
entire
cleave.
team is
The Bazaar
bad.
cleave.
Yeah, okay, listen, I could instantly just shoot her down right now. Watch. She's a single target unit, therefore trash. Unless you soul burn on her S1.
Bro, why wouldn't you soul burn on her S1? That's an AoE attack.
Yeah, that's the AoE. That's the entire point.
So there's a
This
constellation
unit
here.
can be
There's a
so
constellation.
good.
Constellation. She's better than Soul when he first came out.
That's
Yo,
disrespectful.
I can't even shit talk Soul. Soul is, for anybody struggling against Pavel, Soul
Okay.
is the ultimate counter to Pavel cleave.
Okay, Soul
True.
after his buff is pretty good.
Soul does counter Pavel
Like,
completely.
if you're playing Pavel and you let Soul go like hit the field, you lost. Soul instantly counters Pavel. You can't S2.
Wait, is Raps S3 AoE?
No,
No,
it says
Never
attacks
mind.
the enemy.
Never.
it's just one. It's an S1.
no-
S1. It's a single target. What the fuck?
It's an S1.
True, it is an S1.
Never mind. I take it back. She's
I'm telling you, she's just an expo slave.
yeah. No, I don't see where.
She's gonna get Soul status and be viable in PvP.
I mean, if
They,
she gets
they literally made her artifact PVE too. Why are you guys trying to convince the fact that she's gonna be PvP viable?
Oh wait, she does have a really high attack, so you could do some cheese comps.
oh yeah,
If
people
you
were
get what
saying
I'm
she
talking
had
about.
Like
what,
Ram
highest-
Lilius cleave, that sounds legit.
Yo, Rem like 5 million speed, and she goes first. Lilius next. You just win. It's that easy.
All right, moving on. All right. Well, aside from that, all right. New 3 stars.
Yeah, they're OP.
Oh, yo,
Which
there-
team are you
there
guys on?
are-
Okay.
There are 2 standouts in the new 3 stars, in my opinion.
Who's your favorite
Yeah.
first? First question. Which team are you on? And who's your favorite?
Camilla.
Penelope.
I'm with Penelope.
I honestly like Christy. I like her kid.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
hot take.
What the y'all thinking the wrong thing?
Okay,
Oh my
Christy
God,
does
dude.
look interesting though.
I don't
It's-
like Ftene. Okay, I just want to resist.
All right, so let's talk about this. All right, so new 3 stars wise, I'm just go through them. We talk about who you want. You know, we'll just go over Penelope first, since I do think personally, I think probably the most stacked one. I feel like, at least from what I saw in her skill kit.
That's where I will objectively disagree.
Okay, fair.
I'm in Penelope's team for sure,
Okay.
but that's in looks. In terms of kit, Camilla is better.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Camilla's second on my list and very close to Penelope, mainly because A, she has a speed imprint, and B, she feels like she's kind of like a LQC for a cleaver team.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, but then Penelope like goes up because her skill kit is still really good, but then I also like her looks. It reminds me, what's her name from Princess Connect? Rin? Is it? Or was that her name? I forgot. Anyways, but yeah. All right, skill kit wise though, like let's start with Penelope. Like thoughts on that?
I mean, she has a very unique debuff called resource. What is it?
Resource reduction.
Reduction.
Resource reduction.
Yeah.
I thought that was really, really interesting when I saw it, especially on the fact that it's also on a very short cooldown. It does an attack break while also does a stun. So it was like three things in one. So I was like, the moment I saw that, I was like, I just built my Charlotte. How could you just do this to me? At the same time, I don't even think that she's gonna even be that hard counter to a Charlotte, especially if Charlotte has immunity. And I don't know. I can't really say too much that's really special about her. I have a feeling because she's just a single target unit, she isn't as amazing as some people could perceive her to be. Because she's single target, it could also mean like, hey, let's say for example, people say, oh, she's an RB counter, she's a Landy counter, and all these other things, right? I wouldn't say 100%, right? I want to say she's not exactly an RB counter, but she can't really deal with Landy for one, right? Because of Guiding Light.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like like the rest of her kit is the only thing that really supports her outside of her just her S3. And because she's a 3-star unit, I have the expectation that she's probably not going to last that long in the field anyway.
That's fair.
Just because then, number one, her stat is basically garbage. And then the rest of her, like, if we're expecting that she's going to do something in her next turn, I hope that, you know, from just her cycling, then she could probably do something. Right? It's just going to be really, really hard to use her.
That's true. Her cycling, I think, is what stood out to me. The fact that she has an extra turn skill. Her S1 was, when I read the S1, I was a little surprised. The fact that she gains, 75%? Yeah, she gains 75% combat readiness when an enemy is defeated.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised about that. I'm like, huh. That's, like, depending on how much damage she does, like, if you're running a team that, like, kind of, I guess, like a setup to like leave before her, and if she can clean up,
bro. But like, if you need a cleanup in the form of this unit and you're a cleave player, your cleave kind of sucks.
Well, okay, fair. It's not okay. That's not gonna lie. That's sort of fair, but it's like if you're not using like what's it called? If you're not using like a full AOE cleave setup and you're just trying to nuke a few people, I guess you can't bring her against knights though. Like she can't be brought against knights, or difficult to bring against knights. And as Panshui said, you can't bring her against Landy because of Guiding Light, since she doesn't have AOE ways to deal with that. Which means you're also screwed against Stene.
Which means you can't bring her anywhere. Which means Nrew is superior.
Whoa, she's a thief. Interesting.
Wait, did I just hear Christy? Wait, was that Christy? Superior or sorry? Wait, I couldn't tell which one's talking.
Camilla is superior.
Camilla is superior because she got a speed imprint and a dual attack and attack buff for her team, and she gets to push herself and give herself skill nullifier, and she has built-in mitigation. You can't go wrong with this unit.
Bro, and she has a cow horse. Hello?
Wait, what?
You can't go wrong with the unit.
Yep. Crow horse is pretty OP.
Bro, she has a crowd horse and she can defense break.
Wait, she has a crowd horse?
Yeah, it's on her S3.
Wait. Did I miss that?
It says damage that increases proportional to target's last.
Yeah, but we don't know how much though. We don't know how much though.
Hello?
Okay.
And it's not true damage, okay? So it's not
Okay.
exactly the way that you would expect it to be.
Yeah, it's not exactly a crowd horse. It's like a.
It's a sage.
It's a sage.
Sage ball?
It's not Sage Ball
Sage-
either. Sage Ball penetrates as well.
It's
It
like
used
a
to
pretty
be the old sage ball.
wait.
Wait, that's a garbage one. That's a garbage one.
the old Sage Ball is the absolute.
Wasn't the old one that does more damage that the less HP they have? I forget.
I don't
No,
remember.
No, it was also on his lost HP, but it doesn't have the penetration.
Oh.
I forgot how the old Sage Ball was. I just remember it was really bad, where it was almost like a non-existent skill.
Didn't do damage.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair though. Yeah, I could definitely see why Penelope would have her struggles using her in against certain team comps. Would be a little bit difficult, to be honest. I mean, Panshui pretty much just listed straight up everything like Camilla had, like off the top of his head. So like aside from that, like, do you have anything else to add to Camilla, you guys, the rest of you?
She has a soul burn that makes her defense break on her dual attack 100% for 1 soul for 10 souls. That thing's cracked.
And she's got base 110 speed.
Hear me out. I know a lot of you PvE gamers, my friends, are looking at that dual attack from the highest attack ally. Right? That's what it is at, okay? I'm just telling you that right now.
The hear me out always scares me right now. Every time I hear it, I brace. I brace for what I'm about to hear. It's actually a hear me out though. At that point, then.
Now, hear me out. Also, you just put creation of destruction on her, and she'll always get.
Okay. No. Wait. Hear me out. I actually have an almost maxed creation and destruction. I can do that.
Now listen, I already have a max one, so I will do it.
Oh, wait. Why do you have a max one?
Hear me out. I just got a big brain moment. So, Camilla's class is a warrior, and we were talking about a specific artifact earlier, which is Rem's artifact that gives CR boost when you get a kill. Guess what is gonna get kills? When your Camilla 100% defense breaks, brings your highest attack unit and kills someone, and then she laps with the CR boost and does it again. She can use the Rem artifact.
Yo, Vinny's such a big brain player. I love this guy.
Not gonna lie, that actually doesn't sound horrible.
I told you to hear me out.
You guys never hear him out.
Yeah, I don't know. The first few hear me outs kind of scared me. It's like the boy who cried wolf.
Bro, I never cap, but everybody thinks I have bad ideas.
Keck W. Alright. Aside from those two, you want to talk about your Christie, Nrew?
I mean, there's not really much to say. If you don't like units with 250 effectiveness, this may help you. I hate Vinnie.
Wait.
Yeah, could agree.
Wait, her focus imprint's also ER.
Yup.
So she starts with like.
There's gonna be some people who are gonna stack this with Brozet, aren't they?
Yep, you put Brozet.
That's
with
disgusting.
her? And yeah, you just cleanse off everything, right? I mean, you all have your fun with your key saves right now, trying to reset those carrots. Good luck with that now.
Bro, like you guys don't run ER carrot already though? Like.
And a lot of people aren't going to be able to debuff Maid Chloe anymore. Because, especially with F10A, so, you know, maybe we could see some anti-cleave action. Especially with high control comps.
Cleave is already
with
dead.
Cerise and F10A. I mean, relax, buddy. I know
Buff
that.
Cleave. That's interesting.
I do think she's pretty good. Like, she has her place. She's not all obviously, oh, I gotta pick this unit per every cleave. I said cleave. Oh my god, get me out. Draft. I didn't read half the other part of her skills, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I do think she has her place, especially when you need to resist something.
When I read her skills, actually, I did think she was one of the more decent RGB 3-stars. All the three there. Like, she was probably the best one that I guess mainly for the fact that she has that unique passive, right? It's the first time I've seen something like that. No one really has that kind of skill right now, so like I think it makes her a little bit more unique, which is interesting.
Oh, her S3 gives attack buff.
Yes.
And defense buff. And
We
heal.
take those.
It's actually her skill kit itself is actually pretty good. So I think she definitely like you're not wrong
And
about
she
the
has
fact
a
that
built-in counter. Ooh. We do like this. With a provoke on S1. Ooh.
yeah, she definitely has
This
a
is-
place. Out of
You
the
know, also
RGBs.
Helen is pretty good. If you're fighting an SSB these days or any AoE unit, put LR Crow and Helen in the game and you just don't care anymore.
Who is Helen? Oh,
Helen,
It's the
Ooh.
Fire Expo fucking unit.
Yo, listen, Helen counters Pavel. I don't want to hear from you. Putting a barrier. I don't know how much the barrier is going to be though, but
I'm not sure what I feel about Helen, cause
is she the one who puts the barrier? Yeah.
I don't think she has a barrier, right? I don't remember her having a barrier. She's the
me
defense
go
scaling
read it.
girl.
Oh, is she? Then which one
Yeah.
had the barrier? I thought or am I copium?
wait, yo, I just realized Helen's base stats. Her base HP is as high as Krau's.
Huh?
It's
Wait, are they?
6.4K, dude. What the?
Mhm.
Why does this 3-star have a 5-star base?
Wait, is it?
stats?
Wait, I missed that.
Yo, her health is 6,403.
That's
Yep.
interesting.
Why are her base stats so high?
Wait, do all the new 3-stars have high base stats then?
Yo, these 3-stars are actually kind of cracked. Hello?
Oh.
Wait, she gives a random ally 10% CR. What the? What?
Okay,
Yo,
random.
put this thing on counter.
Keyword random.
Yeah. Cool. I'll take random.
I mean, CR is CR
I'm an
though, I guess.
RNG gamer. Okay.
Oh god. Copium gamer alert.
Yo, I use my TML against Arby's. Okay, it never lands.
I think if I ever see any of these units on the field, I'm just gonna play Dark Corvus. You guys seen it that I played Dark Corvus in the World Championship? I'm gonna bring them back this time. Royal Dark Corvus, suck it. For real.
These new 3-star units actually might have more potential than I gave them credit for.
I mean,
each
okay,
one is
Their
actually.
stats are actually kind of nice.
when I first read over like Camilla, Penelope, and Christy, like those three instantly stood out to me. Like all three were really nice. Like, definitely gonna have like a usage of the spot. To be honest.
How about Melanie though? Come on.
Hear me
Oh, yeah.
out.
Melanie's the fire one, right?
It's the
No.
one with the RNG damage.
I'm not gonna lie, but I don't want to
I
play any
saw
more
that.
copium.
Who's
I
Melanie?
saw that and I was like, yo, this is great.
Yo, 25%
she-
chance to
she-
decrease damage
She inflicts
suffered by.
a new debuff.
What now?
She inflicts a new
Stigma.
debuff too.
Oh
Stigma.
yeah.
A stigma ball. Sorry. You have a chance. Yeah, 25% chance to decrease damage suffered by 50% though.
So
RNG.
No.
See, that new debuff that they introduced called Stigma, I was like, Monka. That was like buffed unhealable or something.
It was like they mixed on what the hell restrict and that, and then
Yeah, it was.
decided to bring back the old restrict.
It's like remove unhealable and just change it to Stigma because that thing is crack. I saw that debuff and I was like, huh, what kind of MLM can I make with Melanie?
MLM guys.
All right, here we
You
go.
know the sad part is you need a stripper for her. You need a stripper for all these units.
Mhm.
Or you could play her slow and they could be butt naked with no immunity and I bombed them.
Wait, hear me out. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Wait,
See, MLM is the same thing as hear me out. It's basically a scam.
all right, Gabe. You said the 3 magic words. What's your idea?
There.
If you place Melanie with the newly exclusive equipment that we're going to talk about soon, Fat Cat.
Yo, spoiler?
Oh.
What the hell?
Oh shit, sorry. Yo, wait a minute. Then you have a chance to dodge. And if you miss and it procs the damage reduction, you're almost going to take no damage. She'll never die. If you're lucky.
Oh,
You
I
could
like
just
this.
dodge.
I do like this. I do like this idea.
Hmm.
She might be the best anti-cleave unit.
Pog? Okay, sorry.
Yo, if you
MLM.
put Senya, Melanie, Ascart, G-Perg, the game's boring.
I
I don't want to play this game.
Yo,
Yo, cleave is dead. That's the tech.
I'm gonna actually run into some PTSD.
That's actually the tech.
Dude, it's like as bad as going like 4 Soul Weavers against someone at that point. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna think about that right now. All right, let's move on from the
I'm
3
gonna
stars.
draft all those units into Gabe next time I see him on ladder.
Fuck you.
Same.
You're not gonna see me in the ladder because I'm down in bronze.
Yo,
Alright. Let's talk about the
Appleton's Klein in
exclusives.
preseason. What the?
What the? Alright, guys.
Oh, what are we talking about? Oh, exclusive equipments.
Oh,
Alright.
no.
Vinii
Oh,
said
God.
it.
Should I do a TLDR? Okay, basically, Shoe still unusable, and then we have.
Wait, what?
Ooh. Shoe
Wait,
is
what?
still unusable. I will.
Wait, what?
Okay, people can say it as copious as you want, but I'm gonna say it. Shoe is still unusable. Don't even sweat.
Yo, I think
Bro,
she's a lot
Shu
better
is
now.
a SS tier unit.
I knew you were gonna say
Alright,
that.
I'm done.
Oh, no. Okay,
My
okay.
idol has
Wait.
told me that Shu is SS. Okay.
Wait, who's your idol?
Who do you
Oh,
think?
sorry. Wait, sorry. Talking Shuffles fanboys. Right. Right.
With
Oh,
this
wait.
EE, I think she's actually pretty good. I'm not MLMing here. She has some potential to be used.
Did you have
Okay,
her Molar? Do you have her Molar?
Wait,
I don't even have the
am
unit.
curious because Panshui has the plus 15 chokes.
I have a +9. She's max S2
Oh, plus
and a
9.
max S3, okay? That's still a lot.
I'm curious why you think she's unusable. I'm actually curious to hear.
I'm good. Not again.
Wait,
I
what?
wanna go there.
Oh, you already talked about this on your stream?
No. I'm about
Panshui had her help. Mm.
Because I.
No! Don't even talk. You're not gonna be a crap player anyway. Stay champion.
Ooh.
You know, it's kind of toxic.
Damn.
Okay.
Not even a crab gamer.
Wait, okay.
I'm
I am
just
curious
saying.
why. Okay, because I'd have to go back to your stream to look at this, if anything, if you really don't want to go over it again. But I am curious why you say she's unusable. Because I can't see a situation where.
I mean, let's put it this way: the meta still hasn't really changed from where it is as of right now. And plus, if we're gonna go over every single one of her skills, of course she gets like an increased base of 10 speed, sure, whatever. But afterwards, we get over to S1 where it's RNG similar to Illinois, but it's not like she's gonna get anything really special out of it, right? Does it really increase? Does it also help out with the fact that she can actually sustain through her fights really well? The biggest problem with Shu is that she replaces the slot of a damage dealer whenever you really have to think about it. And if you're choosing to replace a slot over a damage dealer, can she really deal with the current damage dealers as of right now, right? So over the rest, I can't really say that immunity is the greatest for Shu. I guess he could probably deal with Carrot. It's probably if that's the copium that we're currently going after. At least that's what everyone is currently thinking about. And I don't know if anybody even first pick Carrots anymore. Does anybody even do that?
Some
Yes.
people do.
Yeah,
I guess some people
yes.
still do, right?
But even
So
then.
I guess
Okay, yeah.
I feel like in that weird sustain fight, when you're trying to use her as the sole damage dealer, is she even gonna do enough damage to actually do anything?
All right, hear me out. Counter Shu. She's about 4 seasons too late in the meta. She's literal Charles for GVG. Oh my god. Get me out.
Interesting. Okay.
Hey, can I proceed to talk to this guy that's actually shitting on me on chat?
Oof.
Did you make it three seasons in a row in fucking Legend? Should you even be talking? Have you tried?
He has to be memeing. Didn't Panshui fail to make miserably trying to get Legend last season? Damn.
Damn. Those are some fighting words.
Hey, Pinchy, you should meet that guy down in the alley. See what happens.
Bro, he can test me.
Don't drop the soap, though.
He can test me.
I am surprised though. Okay, to be fair, I am surprised you guys that because when I look at unit with immunity, I guess that's true. I didn't think about that. Usually I would think a unit with immunity, I feel like regardless has a bit of usage because of the immunity itself. So you replace her as a damage dealer, a damage deal with her, but then like she brings along immunity now. I feel like that in the past, like it was like she didn't do enough damage, but she also didn't bring enough utility either to make her useful in that situation. So like you couldn't bring her as damage or utility in that case. But now that with the immunity, you can at least have her as like a pseudo damage plus that immunity. That's why I initially thought when I saw that.
Because like she checks off so many boxes. Like that's why Fire Cecilia is triple S unit, right? She provides so much utility and she gives the entire team immunity. And if you draft Fire Cecilia with DN, you're gonna get immunity and anti-crit. And Shu does both of those things as one unit. And that's that's a lot of value. This might shoot her up to triple S tier.
And you think that she's gonna get the second turn.
Of course. You build her thick, right?
That's just like that. Okay, I can understand why Fire Cecilia is triple S now.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it.
Okay. Alright, next. Assassin Cartuja.
Yeah.
Why did they have to bring him back?
They took GP and they took Ascart and they just mated it, okay? And they made this disgusting, ugly, I don't want to look at this EE anymore. That's it. Let's move on.
I'm gonna run into some PTSD
he's
from
gonna be a
Arena.
permadraft unit into Cleave.
He actually is. He actually is gonna be permadraft into the Cleave. Like, I feel like I'm gonna see this unit a lot more.
Do you have him yet, Gabe?
I do. I do.
Good.
Finally. Dude, he was like he's almost one of the last 4 stars I got. Well, I'm missing some now because New Year. Anyways, Kitty Clarissa.
Kitty's actually, I think she can be a PvP unit now.
She's a punch of the par.
A lot of people were mentioning using her as Bazaar, but I felt that was really weird to just utilize her as a Bazaar.
Weird, but I think in a lot of cases, like if we're gonna pick over, like I think if we're gonna take into account, right, it's either her restrict or it's gonna be the CR pushback. I can definitely see her like as though she's gonna be used like the same way as DJB, for example, like a cleanse, and then you just do some other things with other like offensive utility.
Yeah.
The fact that she can actually strip guaranteed for like 100%, while she also has like an ignore effect res drafted with like a mage is kind of crack, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like when we really need like a cleanser and then we also need a stripper all at the same time, that is kind of insane. I feel.
That's fair.
And she also has a dual attack in her S1.
I think it is nice because like I think the exclusive is really nice for her because it brings her. Well, I feel there's multiple ways to use her. Okay, there's the decreased combat readiness, but then there's also the healing. So like, because she didn't heal before naturally by herself, right?
Or listen, you can just do the restrict one and you bring her into GP, and then they can't move. And you also have unhealed.
It's a good.
I'm worried about the 80%.
She can't, because then when you get the loveliness buff, it becomes 100%. Okay, I'm pretty sure, right?
Wait.
Does it increase effect chance by 20%? Like another 20%?
No. It's the effect chance, not the actual chance of the restrict landing, right?
Yeah, listen, if you bring a mage, okay, you could just soul burn, it's fine. And who doesn't draft Carrot? Or S10A?
I don't. At least I don't draft Carrot.
I feel like that's a lot just to counter a GP when you could just bring Cerise.
No, what? Cerise counters GP since when?
Well, he's mentioning restrict aspect, right?
I'll be fair though. Like, I think out of the 3, initially out of the 3, I did feel like Chokes was really good. Chokes, yeah. I love calling her that. It triggers people too. Anyways.
I know you're into choking.
Okay, dude, calm down, boy. What's it called? Initially I thought Chokes was really good because you have the help me creep. I should probably reword that.
Indeed. You're streaming, remember.
You know, people say to insert the comma, but like when you guys try to like literally say it, even with the comma, does it ever
It's
change
easy.
the way that you're ever gonna say it? All right, say it with the comma. Tell me how it sounds.
Just say
right now.
S3.
Oh my god, dude, that's not with the comma, bro.
You guys read the names of the skills? What's wrong with you people?
Dude, that's like the same thing as say to Arby. It's like, what? Do you say his S3 or do you say Descending Blade?
I don't have them.
I say, can you feel the... Anyways. Sorry, Naki, can you hear...
That's a Freudian slip right there.
Anyways, yeah, I thought her immunity initially was actually gonna be really good, make her really usable though. In all honesty, now that you guys brought up that point, I mean, I guess I can kind of see that being the case, to be honest. But I'm still on the fence about that one. So maybe I might value Kitty Clarissa possibly higher than her in certain instances. I don't want to talk about Assassin Cartuja. I really have PTSD from that unit from Arena. I think he single-handedly made me lose most of my Arena battles in the past.
What, you don't like him?
No.
Yeah, AoE Moonlight Dreamblade for your entire team. That's OP.
It's so dumb.
Oh my god, I hate my life. I'm gonna hate my life after this.
I still remember our last day RTA, people just started bringing full evasion teams against me. I just didn't want to play the game then. I had to take a break. Because I don't have Bizaria.
Isn't that the same way people are playing right now, but they're just using CR-man, man? Come on, dude. Like, why are these... Some of these units is like, you wonder, is like, hey, they were so cancer back in their day, and now they're suddenly coming back. It's like, why are they back? Now
meta.
people have CR-man and Assassin Cartuja together, and it's just like,
buffing old units.
Stop. Let's not bring up
like,
that.
the old Arena is coming back. It's like, RTA is becoming Arena again. It's like, we're going back there, and it's like, I wonder what else is actually going to be put
it's
there.
okay. We're just evolving backwards.
Kick.
Yeah, full circle. That's kind of insane.
There is something I want to talk about though. Okay, because we are all free to play here, I want to talk about whether or not you guys are gonna buy the collaboration pack, or are you gonna buy the Molagora value pack instead?
What do you mean? I'm actually free to play.
Wait, I'm free to play. I'm not gonna get either.
Speak for yourself, Gabe. It's disrespectful. Don't leave me in with you. What the hell?
Did you just assume my spending? That's kind of messed up.
Sorry.
I'll get you canceled for this.
I'm sorry. I assumed you were free to play. So you're telling me you're not free to play then? Anyways, so which pack do you value more?
You did know that they buffed the collab packs, right? Or these like once in a long time packs. They gave us like 50% more summons and 50% more molas.
Oh, for the collaboration, yeah. I mean, the collaboration pack, I thought that was buffed in...
It used to be 20 ML bookmarks and 4 Molagoras and other stuff.
The last collab pack was already like this though, wasn't it? If I'm remembering.
No, it wasn't. No,
Wait, it wasn't?
It was 20 bookmarks and 4 molas. I remember.
Oh.
It was less than that. That was like the most expensive one. The same thing goes for like the lower value one. These packs literally got buffed. So that, see, they're doing this because they know that they're releasing a new ML 3-stars so that we could pull for Camilla.
I'm surprised because depending on what the Molagora value pack is.
Molagoras, yes.
I thought that would be like way more valuable.
Like, but why would molas be valuable? You get like at least 2 molas every time you do World Boss.
Hear me out.
Huh? Sorry, wait.
If you guys are building new units, you're doing the game wrong.
Wait. Everyone shut up. Vinny, what'd you say?
Don't you guys get at least 2 molas every time you do World Boss?
Yeah, I do. I don't know, what are these guys talking about? Like, isn't this the standard?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Stop trolling.
Is this a free to play luck or something that I don't know about? What the heck? Oh, okay.
What?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna question. Okay, well, okay. I guess you guys. Okay, I guess collaboration pack it is.
Okay, I got some great gear the other day from World Boss.
I feel
Easy
like
75 gear score pieces.
I feel like I'm the only person that sometimes wishes for cocaine in World Boss. By I mean cocaine, I mean copium powder.
I get quite a bit of powder. I feel like
powder of knowledge. I don't know.
I never get molas from World Boss. I get powder though from World Boss.
I don't get powder. I haven't seen it in such a long time.
World Boss is probably the best content they ever released.
It actually is.
Maybe in terms of rewards and its energy cost, yeah, it is insane.
Yeah, as much as we joke about it being like a dead content kind of thing, like the rewards it gives is just it's really good.
It's like really high value, especially the elemental summons.
Yeah,
like you get a 5-star every like month or so.
I don't know about that one.
I can somewhat agree with that.
Yeah.
No, I could actually agree with that.
I tend to get enough for at least 1 4 to 5-star elemental summon of each element per month, almost.
Damn.
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, like as free-to-play players, we take these free summons.
Okay, yeah. So if you were given money, since you guys are free to play.
Right.
Yeah, since you guys are free to play, you know, hypothetically, if you were given just enough to buy the collaboration pack or the Molagor value packs, you guys would go for collaboration packs.
Okay, so for new players, they're probably gonna go for collab packs because it just makes sense for them. For us, if you're like one of those people that enjoys like building like out like a lot of characters and just like doing stupid things, and you want to Mola Ram because screw it, then you would just get the Mola pack.
I am curious though because like, okay, I guess the biggest curiosity for me is how much they are because we don't know how much they are. I guess because of like currency conversion and whatnot. Like I'm curious what the value pack is for the Molagors.
Some people say it's $50 because it doesn't have Sky Suns. And then some other people, and then there's some of us that guess that it's $100 because then it is Molagors. Both sides are justified.
I guess I'm also curious how much Molagors we actually get because it looks like you can scroll down and obtain more. So I guess that'll also depend on. I was kind of surprised about that because I thought the Molagor pack looked pretty lit, but then again, you're right. I forgot that you don't get Sky Stones with this.
I mean, it could be just because then it's like a one-time purchase. It could be like one of those like rank up packs. So there could be that as well. So that could be my other guess that the cost of it could be like $50, probably. But I don't know if both of them are gonna be 50 because the fact that they give like different amounts and they have like different quests to them. I can't say for sure if both of them are going to be 50. I'm hoping that one of them is going to be cheaper than 50. Even like $30 would be nice.
Yo, 50 and 30? Pog?
Yeah, 50 and 30? Yeah, anyone?
Yo. Okay. Then we just buy everything. I mean, hypothetically, if we found money on the streets, you know, then we would just, you know.
Yo, hear me out, okay?
Oh, God.
So if we're typing in... How many Moonlight bookmarks do you get from the collab pack?
30.
35.
Which one? Well, I mean, if you buy both, right? But I don't know how much money you're gonna find from the streets.
If you guys are real gacha players, you would understand that. That is X amount of ML5s you get from that pack.
No. That's an X amount of Penelope and Camilla's we get.
Yeah, it could be that too. You just have to quantize it by just swiping your card on.
What card? I don't have a card.
But what card?
You know, the gift card you took from working on one of those survey websites for 20 years to get the $20 that you want. Or however much it costs.
Okay, chat, I have a question. Is anyone actually going to buy the collab packs purely for the thought process of getting Penelope or Camilla? I'm just curious.
Bro, actually, why would you buy a collab pack when you can just dive into Covenants?
You're true.
Actually, honestly, not. Yeah. I can see people spamming Covenants for triple S. Camilla.
All right, hear me out. So in order to get Camilla or Penelope, right? All you need is 10 bookmarks. Because you're going to use 5 per summon. And if you just recap them, then you just get them easily, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this hear me out thing is going to give me PTSD eventually. And next time you say hear me out, I'm not going to hear you out.
Why, you don't like when you have to hear me out?
Wait, that's kind of messed up. Are you telling me that you don't value my opinion as a person?
You're gonna cancel for this again. Damn. Unlucky.
I'm still okay with Nrew's hear me out. Vinnie's hear me out, I'm starting to slowly. Anyways. Oh. This is the most toxic episode yet. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know getting toxic from.
Yeah,
We're just putting our valued opinions for a conversation. You guys are just spitting at them.
This is a very family-friendly podcast. We're all very...
I have laid my heart bare trying to spread knowledge and awareness to the community.
Indeed. All right, anything else? Anything you guys want to go over?
Oh, what do you think about the Legend RTA frame? I mean, the Crab Gamer frame.
Is it a crab or is it a champion?
Wait, what? Emperor? Crab?
I literally could not figure out if they
I do not
even
like the
had
pointy
an Emperor
things.
frame. You what? Really?
Why, you don't like the choke collar? I thought you were into choking.
All right. Well, yeah, let's not talk about that. Anyways, yeah, about those frames.
The frames actually look kind of nice.
Yeah.
Like,
aesthetically, they look really nice. The color scheme and everything else.
The color scheme I really
nice.
like. I do really like the color scheme.
Continue.
I don't want to incriminate myself anymore.
But we're still wondering why the frames still look the same from Legend to Champion or Crab.
I will admit, it feels like okay. It feels like there's not that big a difference again. Like, I feel like there should be a much bigger, like, what's that word? Distinction? Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Between the Legend and Champion and whatnot, right? And oh wait, where's the images for the frames again? Here. Wait, which one?
You should show it on stream.
Oh.
So people actually have a visual representation in front of them.
Let me see if I can get this on. Where's my image?
While he's pulling that up, do we think Judge Kisei is going to get buffed?
Yeah. There's no way they put a skin out for her and they don't buff her. No way.
Does anybody have a dupe Judge Kisei? Just me?
I still have my Judge Kisei from like my arena days.
I pulled her assuming that I was going to use her, but since I was a Tamasaria user, I was never able to use her ever.
Oh, that feels bad. I mean, if she does get a buff, because her kit's actually not bad. She has a strip and she has reset, right?
And also, I pulled a second one randomly because I was trying to go for Green Armin.
Pick weight.
Oops, wrong image.
Green Armin, what the?
Yup, there was a time when I fed all my Green Armins to what the heck did you show, bro?
Huh? What? Oh, sorry. Huh? Don't worry. Anyways.
Yo, Vinny, hear me out. The buff that they're going to do on Judge Kisei is that they're going to give her S3 a strip.
Dude, if they gave Judge Kisei's S3 a strip, she'd be one of the most busted initiators in the game.
Show it again. Okay, wait. For the people that didn't see this yet, a viewer sent me this image of Charles.
Yo, that image is great.
I don't know why. From looking at this, he literally looks like he came from Attack on Titan or something. I don't know why.
Oh, yo, he actually, yo,
it's a jacket, yeah.
Like it looks like he's vibing in that anime or something. Wait, is he coming into the new season? What is it? The next part of the, what is it? Is it season 5 or is it continuation of season 4? I don't remember.
Let's say yes.
That's a yes.
All right, I linked in my Discord, and I'll also link it here in chat for the. Where is it?
You ever wonder why his sword is so small?
Why? Okay. All right, guys. So frames wise, let's talk about these frames here.
I do like Legend frame the most here.
Wait,
Like,
which one's the? Wait, is Emperor part of this, or is?
Yeah, it is.
Emperor's right in front of you. Look at it. It's just the one without the sparkle.
I can't tell the difference from here. If I were to like push my chair back and try to look at the frames, I'm like, I will never be able to tell the difference.
Wait, isn't this?
So TLDR, Legend 1 has red gemstones engraved within the frame. To like, and yeah,
And Emperor and Champ look the same, and Challenger looks different.
Challenger just has a small peepee.
Okay, yeah, but like
that's the thing on the top. Okay, don't judge me.
What's going on right now is like Emperor is not gonna have their own unique frame. Is that what we're getting at right now?
Yeah.
Okay. To be fair though, I don't think they could give. Okay, if Emperor had their own unique frame, I feel like that'd be a slap in the face to the Legends, because the Emperor would be more valuable than the Legend.
How?
Each one has a unique frame.
Oh no, okay, no. So each one had a more unique frame, fair. But then to be fair, if actually no, Legend would still be a little bit more valuable. But if like Emperor had a totally different frame, that means it's like the same as before. Like I'd rather go for it. It'd be more unique in that case for the frame itself. No.
The gist of how they do the frames is that the frame evolves per rank you are, right?
Yeah.
So
the only thing different
I don't know what
the Legend thing is the little red.
Yeah.
The little red diamond sort of things.
And the sparkle. Can't forget about that beautiful sparkle.
Yeah.
Yo, it's not even one sparkle, it's 3 sparkles. That's a big deal.
Can we agree that all the frames are lackluster and low creativity between them? I'm not gonna say it's low creativity.
There's low variance between them.
Yeah, like I don't think they're bad in terms of creativity. I feel like I think they should just be more like,
so
if
you
they
want
evolve,
them to have a bigger change,
a little bit different, like, yeah.
Now,
have a bigger
you say
difference
that now,
them.
Gabe, right? But say when you get the frame, like how much more do they have to add before the frame just looks humongous upon, say, equipping it?
They don't even need to do that. See, Legend could just have an animated frame.
Relax.
True.
Let's not go with that.
I'm not even gonna deny that.
Why? Okay, why? Why shouldn't it have an animated frame? Why shouldn't it be animated?
I don't want to feel copium if I skip a season. That's it.
Okay, to be fair though, I feel like they might want to save their animated frames for the World Championship. So it's a little bit more unique to the World Championship, possibly. That's the only thing I can think of is why they're not making the Legend ones there, because the Legend ones happens a lot more often than the World Championship, so it leaves the World Championship animated frames more unique still in that situation. But
animated frame costs extra. These spend $250K.
No, you got to get the animated frame pack. It's coming in soon.
Yeah, no, that's what we're talking about though, Tyler. Like, it's because there's so little difference. Like it's not that the frame itself is bad. It's the fact that there's very little difference between them. Like, I feel like the way they, I guess, evolve should have a bigger difference. So like, it's just, yeah.
Yeah, it's an understandable perspective, right?
Yeah.
However, it's hard to just say, let's just make it have more difference without understanding what they have to consider per each one of these frames, right? There's a theme and such, probably based off what we can see in the background. I don't really know what they could have added, though. They could have changed the possible color of the inner ring of the legend frame, right? That would give it a bigger distinction between such. But say between Emperor and Champion, how would they invoke a change worthy enough of you deeming it, hey, I'm satisfied with this amount of change, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here's the thing. Well, and this could just be me, but like, do you guys actually go for Legend because you like the frame, or do you go because you want to make it?
It's
That's
just
another-
competitive. It's competition. I'm
It's
in
like
it for
it's
the
a
competition.
right? Like,
Yeah.
It definitely is
you're
more so.
trying to be one of the top 100 players. Whether or not you get the frame or not is irrelevant.
Frame's definitely more
I don't
of
know
a
about you.
plus more than anything. Which is also why, I mean, there's a totally different topic for another. I talk about this a lot during the podcast, a lot of different times, but that's why I feel like there should be a little bit something more, which would be nice for some people. And not just for Legends, but like for every rank itself, they should start adding like a character skin or something.
Conquest points.
Or like, okay.
Yeah, conquest would be lit.
My alt account stayed in like silver or gold. I forgot what it was with that for the highest conquest points instead of going for challenge for masters for the skin. I just said screw it.
Now that we have all the gold in the world and we get to do whatever, now we just need charms. Nrew does have a point. I'm hearing him out.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
what? Do you not have charm troubles right now? Can you imagine if they were just to add conquest points for World Arena?
Oh my god, I would never leave World Arena. I need all
Like,
the
I mean, it
That would
doesn't
actually be
even
really
have to
nice.
be like it doesn't even have to be like, oh my god,
Or just the end of the
like, if
season.
like it's not, you can't like play like 1,000 games, right? Like every
Yeah.
week you can get like a cap amount of conquest points, and I feel like even something like that would just be nice. You feel me?
Side question, pretty irrelevant. Why didn't we get a collaboration pet? Oh yeah, actually, yeah, I saw you talk about that. It's that's
Why
one of the
not
things I
Puck?
definitely feel like they don't capitalize on is having more pets. Just like, I mean, maybe they don't want to invest into it, but like, yeah, if Puck was a pet,
Puck should have been a pet. I don't know what they're
Yeah.
thinking. They could have just made a couple extra bank on that.
yo, I am so down to just like grab Puck as a pet. Like, it would be so cute.
And then you enslave him to your Wyvern team. Stop acting, okay, buddy?
Oh, so Missy J, I actually talked to a lot of people. We asked about that a lot. So if they do the conquest points per win and whatnot, they can't cap it every day. It'd have to be a weekly cap, or it'd have to be like a monthly cap or something. Because unfortunately, there'd be. I mean, okay. At the same time, it's also part of like, do you want to say screw the casual players or whatnot? I think that's the biggest question it comes down to. Unfortunately, right now is like, I don't care if it's every day. I'm fine with that, but some people aren't able to play RT every day, which I can see a lot of complaints about that, unfortunately. So that the conquest points, I feel like we have to cater to more of like the general player base. I think Smallgate doesn't give a puck a screw, Charfei. Okay. I think aside from that, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I feel like there was a few things that probably could have done with this collab. I'm not gonna lie, the collab does feel a little rushed though. I don't know if that's just me. Like,
I think that's what happens when like you build so much hype and spread that hype across like 6 months.
yeah, I guess that's true. And then the fact is,
You
they
mean
probably
a year?
a year.
Oh, is it a year? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Yeah.
Has it been a
was
year?
since August 2020 was the time that they announced it, is what I've seen.
Oh,
At least
right.
it
That's
was
when
a
they
date
said
that
like
they announced it.
there will be a collab with a well-known IP, is what they said.
Yeah, that's what they
Yeah.
said, and that was like a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they spread out their promotions like way too much without any kind of details. And they promised us the moon, and then for a lot of us, it was kind of underdelivered.
Mm.
I mean, the biggest problem I had with the collab is that there's no uniqueness, right? Compared to like all the other games that there's. I mean, sure, that's greedy for me to say, but I just feel like it's not enough. I know I'm greedy, but still. It's just like, oh, the same units as every other game. Is that really going to help E7 become more a unique game and have people come in for other characters that they really loved in ReZero?
I feel like this is also going to hurt. Like, this is also going to hurt new players who join the game for whether or not it's ReZero or not. Because then I'm assuming we're getting the summer collab, well, the summer limited event, whatnot, right after, right? So that means it's not like that's like another limited unit. So there's like 3 limited units back to back. And granted, even though we have a lot of stuff saved up, like I feel like that's really rough for new. Like if they come in for ReZero or whatnot, and then we have the summer limited, depending on whether or not that's good, then they might not even have the option of pulling for that.
Well, they're just pull it, easy.
Just pull 5 head.
No, but like if they assume that every new player is gonna drop $1,000 on E7,
true,
then that's value.
Vinny, what do you mean? It only has 5 bookmarks.
True,
Oh,
that is
true.
true.
You only need 5
That is
bookmarks.
true. You're right. You're absolutely right. I forgot.
Damn, Vinny, letting me down.
Oh, that's true. New players could also reroll until they get both early. Yeah, if they're sweaty enough in the game, they could. If they're gonna worry about that, they'll probably be sweaty enough to do that. So, all right.
Any last topic you want to talk about, Gabe?
Yeah. No, I think I'm okay. Granted, it's also probably getting late for Vinny, so I want.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m.
Yeah. Wrong time zone, bro. Move.
Bro,
Gabe
I
doesn't love it.
just need to re-roll my life and start over in the proper time zone.
True. Reroll your life and end up living in EST time zone. All right. Well, I guess that's that. All right. So, as always, I'll let you guys give your outros, starting with Panshui, then Nrew.
As pointed out, I was actually a failed legend player. Only made it to bronze in preseason. I was stuck there for a very, very long time. So here I am again. Remember, there's nothing here that was actually a scam. Everything was actually objectively stated. And you guys can visit me on twitch.tv/Panshui to actually hear more of this very cheeky ideas and good, I don't know, small. I don't know.
All right, Nrew.
Okay, hear me out. If you guys have Amazon Prime and you haven't subbed to Gabe, I don't know what the hell you're doing anymore. There's a button down there. You should go click it right now and allow Gabe to host more of these copium streams that he's never prepared for. But that's not the point. Yes, just do that.
Wait, that's actually a good hear me out, Pog. All right, your turn, Vinny.
All right. So hear me out, guys.
Oh, God.
It appears that my name in the community has been associated with MLMs. And I just want everybody here to know that I have never capped a single day in my life. All of these ideas come from my heart. And I just wanted everybody to know that.
I miss the old Vinny.
I miss the old
Yo, Vinny,
Vinny.
I feel you. You're such an honest person. I love the way you talk. It's so great.
Thank you, Andrew.
Give me ideas how to play. You made me a cleaver.
He's
You did
not
all this good
honest.
stuff for me.
He told me he would only be a cleaver, and he ends up turning his back and starts drafting Crow and falling
mean?
Cecilia. And
Bro, Crow
Those are
is a
cleave
cleaver.
units. Yeah, they're
Crow
cleave
is
units.
Watcher Shuri, but water.
True. Have you ever considered an injury crow?
don't
No.
wanna think
Maybe you
about
should
that.
try it.
I don't know.
I'm
about
not
that.
even gonna lie. When you said injury Crow, my mind blanked.
Yo, Tyler, thank you for the 17 months. Appreciate that. All right. Well, with that said, if you didn't know, I'm X Guy King. Thank you guys for watching this podcast on maintenance day. That was super scuffed and super last minute, but I appreciate all 3 of these, Panshui, Nrew, and Vinny, for joining me here.
Jeez.
Gabe's never inviting me back.
I am banned from this place as well. It's okay, Vinny.
Nah, don't worry. I'll definitely bring you guys back for the next Copium stream. All right.
Unlucky.
And with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Peace.